Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Minnesota Vikings Detroit Lions game, the second of these three NFL Christmas Day games, and the Vikings beat Detroit 23-10. The Lions are officially now eliminated from playoff contention. They had a very slim chance regardless, but now they're officially done. They lose 23-10 to a quarterback who had 51 passing yards, but 3 net yards. I mean, the Lions offense, they couldn't run the ball again, just really struggled to run the football. They had 6 total turnovers in this game, 6 total turnovers, 2 interceptions, 4 fumbles. They had 4 fumbles, lost all 4 of them, 6 turnovers. Their offensive line couldn't protect. Jared Goff had a really bad game. An unreal performance by this Vikings defense to end the season versus for the rival Lions. The Lions have been eliminated from playoff contention while the Packers have clinched a playoff berth. And quotes hit hard on a day like today. Lions don't make the playoffs in 2025 after their NFC Championship loss to San Fran. Dan Campbell, end quote, this may have been our only shot, which maybe it could have been. It's crazy how far the Lions have fallen off this quick. And just life comes at you fast. The Lions, who were first place in the NFC North last year, are now in last place this year. The Bears, who were in last place last year, are now first this year. Now, if the Lions don't have Ben Johnson, maybe Ben Johnson was the key to that Lions offense, because since he left, hasn't been the same. It just hasn't been the same Lions offense you're used to seeing. And the Vikings, it's just crazy. The Vikings beat the Lions today with 3 net passing yards. 1, 2, 3 net passing yards in this ball game. Phenomenal performance by Brian Flores and his defense. That was one of the worst offensive performances I've ever watched between both teams, but a masterclass though from Flores. The Lions are so washed without Ben Johnson. The Lions just no consistency this year, and now they're eliminated. 3 passing yards and a win. Really, the defense and the run game for the win. Their leading rusher was Jordan Addison, so he took like a 65-yarder to the house. But the Lions massively missed Ben Johnson. They had 29 rushes for 2.3 yards per carry. With a long of 8 yards in the game, you were losing from start to finish. Felt they massively missed Ben Johnson. And the offensive line wasn't great. Like, the offensive line is terrible. They crafted the run scheme. I don't think he would run it 29 times if the offensive line isn't good. But they massively, though, missed their first and second string offensive linemen. For sure. I'm just saying in general they miss them. And the Vikings win their 4th in a row to pull the record to 8-8, moving to 3rd place in the division. I guess it's good for pride, bad for 2026 draft plus schedule formula, but you'll take knocking the Lions out of the playoffs over a few draft spots any day of the week. Incredible performance by Harrison Smith and the defense, and an eye-opening struggle for Boss Brosmer. The season was over at 4-8. Of course, they win their next 4. The Vikings become the 3rd team in the past 40 NFL seasons to win a game with fewer than 10 net passing yards. They had 3. Thank you for your support as we work through this game. So it was definitely a bit of a tough one to watch with this offense, with these offenses. They were cooking. Like, at one point, they had 2 INTs, 2 fumble recoveries, 4 sacks, and then they forced a 5th turnover. I'm like, what the hell? And then the Lions' season pretty much ends. Jordan Addison goes 65 yards on the end around for a touchdown, makes it a 2-possession lead, pretty much ends the game right there. Just absolute defensive clinic. But Brian Flores, though, put on an absolute clinic, completely shut down Goff and Campbell, and beat them. That's really the only way to put it, really. The defense gave the Lions offense a BTA, belt to ass in this ball game. Max Brosmer is legit one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever watched. In the first half, he passed for 17 yards and took sacks for negative 39 to net negative 22 passing yards in a half of football. Max Brosmer is genuinely one of the worst quarterbacks I have watched play football. I mean, he can't even throw the ball. You would take 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions from Nick Mullins over this. Like, the dude legit cannot throw. There's a reason he was undrafted and was 3rd on the depth chart at one point, so... The O-line wasn't playing good, and I don't expect him to be like, oh, he isn't playing like Tom Brady. I don't expect that. I know he's undrafted, but come on, dude. You're in the NFL. You should be able to throw the football. He's genuinely one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen play. Like I say it every year about a certain quarterback. 27 yards at halftime of an NFL game with 2 useless checkdowns at the end of the half. Remarkable how bad this dude is. I mean, at least he isn't careless in turning it over in this game, but whatever. But, yeah, let's go over the stat sheet. Not going to make this too long of a recap. Max Brosmer, 9 for 16, 51 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Jordan Addison, 1 run, 65 yards and a touchdown. Aaron Jones Sr., 18 runs, 53 yards and a touchdown, which was caused because of a turnover. Justin Jefferson, 4 catches, 30 yards. Aaron Jones Sr., 3 catches, 10 yards. Defensively, they had 2 fumbles recovered by Andrew Van Ginkel, Redmond, and Byron Murphy. Their defense had 5 sacks and 8 TFLs, 1 interception by Harrison Smith, 1 from Byron Murphy, 3 for 3 on field goals by Will Rockard, and they scored 23 points, improved to 8-8 on the season. For Detroit, they end the season 8-8, and well, they still have another week, but you know what I mean. Their season's over at an 8-8 record. Their slim hopes are over. Jared Goff went 18-29, 197, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I believe he also had 3 fumbles and lost all 3 of them. Just terrible game from Jared Goff. Like, he hasn't been that bad this year, but the defense hasn't been good. The offensive line's been hurt. Can't really blame Jared Goff most of the season, but today he didn't have a good game. But the offensive line was terrible. They couldn't run the ball. Jameer Gibbs, 17 runs, 41 yards. David Montgomery, 10 runs, 25 yards, 68 yards on 2 a carry. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 catches, 68 yards. Isaac Tesla, 3 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 37 yards. Gibbs, 2 catches, 23 yards. And Montgomery, 2 catches, 15 yards. They had 4 fumbles, lost all 4 of them. Defensively, had 2 sacks from Aiden Hutchinson, 2 from Muhammad. So they had 6 sacks for 6 TFLs. Neither offensive line really played that good in this game. But Minnesota outscored them 16-3 in the second half. It was 7-7 at halftime, and they outscored them 16-3 in the second half. Jake Bates 1 for 1 on field goals, and Detroit had 10 points. They had 0 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, and 0 in the fourth quarter. So let's go over team stats, and we'll wrap it up, because I don't want to make this too long of a video for this game. So the Vikings had 11 first downs, 3 of 13 on third down, 0 for 0 on fourth down, 51 total plays, 161 yards, 3 yards per play, 158 rushing yards on 28 attempts, 5 a carry, 3 for 20 for penalties. They had no turnovers, 27 minutes of time possession. Lions had 16 first downs, 5 for 14 on third down, 2 for 2 on fourth down, 64 total plays, 231 total yards, 3 a play, 68 rushing yards on 30 attempts, 2.3 a carry. They had 6 turnovers with 4 fumbles, 2 interceptions, 32 minutes time of possession. But yeah, it's all the same, man. Minnesota beats Detroit 23-10. Leave a like, come around for more. Next time out, peace, and I'll be back for Chiefs and Broncos.